Scanners can also be taken as parameters. So this is a main method, but we can also have a method below this, and we can call it public static void process tokens. And inside of here, we can take a scanner as a parameter. We would need to import this, and also if we complete our method right here, we can look back in our main method and see that we need to import file not found exception, because we will be reading a scanner in our main method here. So to start, we need to read our file in our main method, and then we are going to pass this into our method. So we'll have scanner input, and we'll set this equal to new scanner, and this will be new file numbers.dat. There's no file that we're going to call because I don't have the file, but we can just use this as an example. We're going to import file. The example that we're going to look at takes a scanner as a parameter, but it's also going to take an int as a parameter. So we can take multiple parameters of different objects in here. In our main method, we are going to write a method call. So we'll have process tokens, and our input is our scanner. We'll have 2, and we'll end this like this. In our method right here, we can do something similar to what we did previously, and that was double sum is equal to 0.0. And in our numbers.dat, we would just be having we would have a file that has doubles in it, so numbers, and we would have a for loop that's int a is equal to 0, and we're going to run this as long as a is less than or equal to the number that's being passed in, and we'll just increment a every single time. And then in our for loop, we will have our double next equal to input dot next double. That way it gets the next double in our file and stores it inside of next. Then we're just going to print this out. We'll have number, and then we will have a, which is the current number. We have to use a plus to get that in there correctly. And then we'll get an equals sign, and this will basically be pointing to next, or whatever is in this double. And then we would do sum plus equals to next. That way we add all of these together, and then after our for loop, we would print out sum is equal to, and then plus sum, like this. So similar code, except in the last one we wrote it all in a single method, but this one we are doing a method call in here, and this is reliant on the integer that we pass in and the file that's being read. And if we do this but for a different number like 6, it would run this loop 6 times. So the sum would be greater, and this method would essentially be longer. But that's how you pass a scanner into a method and how you can use it in said method. More in-depth examples would be Practice It Self-Check 6.17 as well as Practice It Self-Check 6.18, where it goes more into depth in the issue of using a scanner as a parameter and expands on it.